Well, hello everybody. I got some interesting tonight. I'm going to make a quick video about it. My daughter is north of Jackson, Mississippi. She was on the highway and she seen these red lights and she pulled over. And these are the photos that she captured. Take a look at these. All right, these are the most recent ones. Now we're going back in time when we start clicking. Look at that sky. Look at that. Now you can see the redness. So she was looking at different points of view in the sky, and she focused in on the most brightest part right there. And that's her beautiful face. I made a X imagine image out of this. Watch it. Is that too cool? It looks like a fire, but that's cause AI don't know no better. All right, let's stop that and go to the pictures. She sent me this, so yeah, this gives you an idea. She's right in. See where the cursor's moving right there? That's where she's at, right in there, north of Jackson, Mississippi. Ain't that something? Look at that. Can you believe it? Ain't that beautiful? There's my baby. Look at her. All right. Got a bunch of pictures of her, though. I told her to take about five every time. Don't just take one. She took me at my word. Yeah, I'm a historical photographer, a videographer. When I take one picture, it's five. I never take just one of anything. Look at her. She's beautiful, and look at the sky. Oh, I've sent this to every news agency in the country. I had my Grok AI agent give me all the addresses and everything. I plugged them in on different social media sites. I even on this KY3 in Ozark, Missouri. I even uploaded pictures to their channel and told them to give Brittany Greer credit. But these are once in a lifetime shots, people. This doesn't happen in Mississippi. Yeah, look at that. Ain't that a beautiful sight? You can see the whole horizon. She couldn't been the only one. Matter of fact, Grok AI said the interwebs was blowing up with sightings. But I bet we got some of the best pictures, and I know we're gonna have the best video. I'm a YouTuber, man. Shoot, I'm gonna make a video. Oh, look at the picture of her. She's going to go, well, Daddy, why'd you put the picture of me like that in there? Because you took it. Now, you can see when she's focusing on her face, it doesn't look as brilliant. And but when after she takes the shots, then you can see. Look at this one. She told me she had the headlights going through it, but it would be pretty. Now, ain't that beautiful? Look at that. This whole thing is backlit. And look, you can see in between the trees right there and right there. And it's still just illuminated. We've had some solar storms for sure. We've been hit ones already now, and then there's another one on its way. The biggest one was first, and so the other one will be here in a few hours. And I don't know what that is in the sky, but oh, matter of fact, she did tell me that she's seen a big meteor, like a falling star, shooting star. But this was something different because she wasn't able to photograph or videotape the shooting star. Of course, they come so fast. But she said it's the biggest one she's seen in her life. And I used to take my babies out to the old air airport in Greenwood, Mississippi. Well, there was no lights, and we watched all of the meteor showers. There'd be one in the winter and one in the spring and maybe one in the fall. And they always seen, at that time, you could see as many as 70 in an hour at the peak of it. A lot of times we'd be out there a whole hour at the beginning, and you might see five, but most people don't see 5 to 20 in their lifetime. Look at that, it looks plum pink. You can tell the trees are green, and that's one with a car going by. Lets you know it ain't Photoshop. It's got a tag on it when you see that. That's telling you. Oh, and this is Brittany. She's putting this company together. She has a daughter with disabilities, my granddaughter, and she's teaching people how to be able to handle stress with the with the job of being a caregiver. I'm not going to go through her archive. I didn't mean to even click on that one, but it did. So I wanted to tell you that her website's not up yet, but when it does get up, we'll talk about it. All right, let's go look at Grok and see what Grok is saying real quick. Where am I at? Yeah, this is just some of the places Grok told me to send it to. And then I go over here to this is on my X page. And look, I got all these news agencies, NBC, CBS. Give Brittany, credit. And this gives a little wording about it. Let's see which one's the best way to do it. Yeah, let's just play some of this just for a second. When I hit play, it's going to have to, yeah, I do this, make it read it to me.
Buddy Huggins at Buddy Huggins 23M. This is a photo that my daughter just took from north of Jackson, MS, in a dark place on the highway. Brittany Greer. Severe geomagnetic storm now. A severe G4 geomagnetic storm is underway right now following the early arrival of 2 CMEs on November 11th. Auroras have been photographed in the USA as far south as Colorado, New Mexico, and Texas. If it is dark where you live, go out and look north for the geomagnetic glow. If you can't see anything, try taking a nighttime exposure using your smartphone. You might be surprised. Aurora alerts, SMS text. At KYTV at KY3 Storm Team at Weather at NBC at ABC at News at CBS at Fox News at CNNBRK at SWP. Text. This is a photo that my daughter just took from north of Jackson, MS, in a dark place on the highway. Brittany Greer. Severe geomagnetic storm now. A severe G4 geomagnetic storm is underway right now following the early arrival of 2 CMEs on November 11th. Auroras have been photographed in the USA as far south as that crimson arc hugging the northern horizon. It's almost certainly the Aurora Borealis, northern lights, but in its rarer red form. Normally, auroras dance in greens and purples from oxygen and nitrogen in the upper atmosphere getting zapped by solar particles. But during super intense geomagnetic storms like this one, you get these vivid red emissions higher up, around 200 to 500 kilometers altitude, often called a stable auroral red arc, SAR arc. It's not as dynamic as the green curtains, but it creates this glowing band that can stretch across the sky. The long exposure trick, even on a smartphone, makes it pop against the stars. Your daughter nailed the timing by pulling over in that dark spot. No light pollution messing it up, just pure Mississippi countryside magic.
I got to cut my mic back on. Ain't that the truth? Pure country magic. Yeah. Well, Brittany's got actually a degree in journalism, so she's been taking photos for a pretty good while. So I don't know exactly what camera she's using, but I'll give you that information later because that's something that people really like to know is what camera did you use, that kind of thing. All right. It's been an interesting evening. Today is 11/11, and so let's ask Grok a question while we're on the air. Let me figure out how to do this. Hey, Grok, it's Buddy. Give me an update on the storm's activity. I'm making a YouTube video. I've shown my daughter's pictures, and now I'm talking to you. So give me an update on what's going on in Mississippi and the surrounding areas. Make it interesting so it sound good on video. All right. I'll play it just as soon as she gets it spilled out. This would be the current information.
Hey folks, it's your boy Buddy Huggins, the Buddha from Mississippi, coming at ya live from the heart of the Magnolia State with an update hotter than a cast iron skillet full of catfish. If you're watching this and your jaw just dropped looking at my daughter's epic red aurora shot from north of Jackson, hold onto your hats, cause this cosmic party's just getting started. We're talking a full-blown G4 severe geomagnetic storm that's lit up the night sky like the 4th of July meta sci-fi blockbuster. Let me break it down for ya, Mississippi style, so you can feel the rumble from the sun all the way down here in Dixie. First off, picture this: the sun, our big ol' fiery neighbor, decided to throw a tantrum yesterday and hurled out not one, but two massive coronal mass ejections, or CMEs, hurtling toward Earth at speeds that'd make a NASCAR driver blush. One of them was a speedy little devil that showed up early on November 11th, slamming into our magnetic field like a linebacker. NOAA's Space Weather Prediction Center just confirmed it. We hit peak G4 levels around 8:20 p.m. Eastern last night. That's right in our wheelhouse here in the Central Time Zone. This ain't no minor squall, it's severe, folks, with the potential to crank up even higher into G5 territory overnight. Spaceweather.gov, and get this, it's got our planet's power grids on alert across 11 states, including us down south, cause these solar particles can jiggle the lines like a bad case of the shakes. Newsweek.com, no major blackouts yet, but if you're running a ham radio or relying on GPS for that late night tractor haul, keep an eye out. Now, the real magic, the part that's got Mississippians pulling over on Highway 55 and snapping pics like it's free crawfish night, is how this storm's pushing the Aurora Borealis way down into our backyard. Normally, these northern lights are up in Alaska or Canada, dancing their green tango. But tonight, that red glow caused by supercharged oxygen atoms glowing at 200 miles high is stretching the aurora oval all the way to 35 degrees north latitude. That's us, y'all. From the piney woods to the Gulf Coast, it's showtime. Let's zoom in on Mississippi, cause that's where the Buddha's broadcasting from. Your girl Brittany wasn't alone out there, folks are lighting up X, that's Twitter for the uninitiated, with sightings pouring in like sweet tea on a summer porch. Up in Madison, just north of Jackson, David Sealer's got two killer shots from his backyard showing that crimson arc hugging the horizon like a southern sunset on steroids. Down in Macomb at Percy Quinn State Park, Justin Dean captured a stunner that's got park rangers jealous they didn't clock out early. And hold on to your trucker hats, Biloxi. Yeah, Biloxi, right by the Gulf and south of I-10, where the salt air meets the stars. One viewer shared a pic that's straight fire, proving this storm don't care about latitudes, it's crashing the party on the beach. County in the Northeast? Check Clint Straub's dropping videos of wavy reds that look like the Milky Way got a dye job. At Clint Straub Pontotox, Skycom is catching it live, and even general spots across the state are buzzing with reports of faint greens mixing in if you squint just right. If you're in the Delta or heading toward Memphis, face north, kill the headlights, and let your phone's night mode work its wizardry, a 10-second exposure, and boom, you'll see what Brittany saw. Surrounding areas. Oh, it's a regional rave. East Texas is glowing red from the piney woods to the prairies. Ms. X Hawks got trippy shots that scream Lone Star lights. At Heidi_Lutz, Alabama's getting peaks along the border, Louisiana's Cajun country is whispering about horizon hums, and even Kentucky's NWS office in Jackson snapped their own office aurora like it's casual Friday. At Jackson Key, Arkansas and Tennessee neighbors are reporting in too, with the storm's tail wagging all the way to Kansas and Illinois for good measure. NOAA says this beast could linger through early Wednesday morning, so if you're catching this video past midnight, grab a blanket and step out. Dawn might steal the show, but the pre-dawn hours are prime time. swpc.noaa.gov. Why's this happening now, you ask? We're smacking the peak of solar cycle 25, the sun's 11-year mood swing, and it's cranking out flares like fireworks on steroids. That X5.1 monster flare from Sunday? It birthed these CMEs, and they're ringing Earth's doorbell like uninvited kinfolk at a family reunion. Harmless to us humans, but a feast for the eyes and a wake-up call for our tech. So, Mississippi and all you southern sky watchers, don't just watch this video, make your own. Snap those pics, tag me at Buddy Huggins or hashtag Aurora Mississippi, and share 'em in the comments. Who's got the best glow from the Gulf? Hit that like button if you're feeling the vibes, subscribe for more Buddha breakdowns on weird wonders, and remember, in a world full of static, sometimes the sky reminds us we're all just stardust riding a rock through the cosmos. Clear nights, y'all stay groovy.
Right, that's my AI agent popped all that out that quick. Yeah, this has been a real interesting deal to capture all this information as quick as I did and get it uploaded and passed around as as I needed it to do. I want to show you something, so I'm going to take the second to go over here and go to the Buddha from Mississippi page, and I want to show you that's the hurricane thing. But this right here is so interesting. It was alive today at 11:11. Sasha Stone. I really like him. I like his work. I love his love for truth. But look at this. Ain't that beautiful? And the video is on buddyhuggins.com, and you come down here and you click on it, and it'll take you to the opening. I'll play a second of it. That's Sasha right there getting ready for the live. They talked about the auroras tonight. So this was at 11. No, this was here. It says right here what time it was today, 11:11 at 11 a.m. Boom. My time, it was 1 o'clock. And this gives it a little reading of what that they're going to talk about. So I'm gonna play this part right here.
There's been a surge of astonishing developments surrounding an interstellar visitor called 3I/Atlas, the third confirmed object to enter our solar system from deep space. Just this week, astronomers have confirmed it's turning an electric blue near the sun, accelerating without gravitational cause, and emitting radio frequencies identical to the famous WOW signal detected back in 1977. High-resolution imagery reveals 7 plasma jets erupting from its core, a structural complexity never before seen in an interstellar object, while NASA maintains an odd silence, citing bureaucratic delays. On Tuesday, November 11th at 11 a.m. Pacific/1 p.m. Central/2 p.m. Eastern/7 p.m. London, we'll gather live to explore this mystery in a special Lazarus broadcast. Atlas Rising, decoding the interstellar signal. Joining us are 3 extraordinary minds and hearts: David Sareda, physicist, inventor, and harmonic researcher bridging light, frequency, and consciousness; George H. Lewis, astrologer, painter, and cosmologist of the human soul, reading the heavens as living myth; Bertie Jaworski, professional remote viewer and intuitive investigator, attuning directly to the field of consciousness. Together, we'll ask the question: what is 3I/Atlas? A cosmic messenger, an engineered craft, or a mirror to our collective awakening? Join us live at LazarusInitiative.com or across our global channels.
All right. I got so excited. I didn't hit my button. This is my microphone. Look at how big that damn thing is. I got a button on the side and I have to push it because I ain't got no real tech. I wish I had just a little mind connection, say, cut my voice on and cut your voice off and do all that. But I have to push the button. All right. What I was saying was this is so informative. It's so full of good information. It's well worth the watch. It was over well, let me see the actual time. Okay, it's an hour and 41 minutes, but it'll be the best hour and 41 minutes that you've spent trying to find out in this reality what is truth and what is actually happening. This man right here, he is a scientist, a physicist. He knows all kinds of good stuff. He was a really good insight person. And so what it boils down to is that we are at a point of consciousness where the whole planet is awakening, not woke, nothing to do with woke, but got to do with awakening of Christ consciousness. Now, I said it right out there. I said, Christ, the I am that I am, and we are, is the focal point of this awakening. We are feeling the vibration, and that's what these solar flares are. Sure, this thing they call 3i Atlas is subject to just be moving through our time and our space continuum. I call this a planetary plane of existence. It's a holographic simulated reality in my book. It don't mean you got to believe what Buddy believes, but I had an awakening August the 17th, 2003. My mind became so still that I was given the gift to time travel. And I did. I traveled and I started having out of body experiences. I was downloaded with the ability to meditate right off the bat. So I've been practicing lucid dreaming for 30 years, it seems like. And you can just barely get it. But now the energy is so good. Don't get out of bed in a hurry. Take your time putting your feet on the floor and then get back into bed and consciously meditate with purpose of hearing everything and being aware of everything, but let your heart rate drop back down and let your mind get still. And if you decide to quantum jump, look out. You might just do it and have a lucid dream at that. Lucid dreams means that you actually know that you're consciously aware of the surroundings. You can literally physically turn your head left or right, that you don't even have a head. You're in a dream. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to tell you is we're all going through this at the same time. The governmental systems all around the world, I don't want to scare you, but the governmental systems all around this world is collapsing. The money system is collapsing. It's okay, people. It's only paper, and it's only been paper anyway for a long time. At one time, it had value, and it just keeps losing it and losing it. But what's happening is this conscious awakening is happening. So, disclosure, what we've been talking about for years, all the way back to August 17th, 2003, I've been telling people that there was a, a, a plan for humanity to rise up in its I amness and know that it is a light body being inhabiting a physical form. I am Buddy Huggins. No, never have been, never will be, could not be any more of an illusion than having a dream and wake up and go, damn, I should have remembered that dream. It don't mean nothing. This whole damn life don't mean nothing. What means anything is to recognize your identity of a light body being. You've always been and you always will be. You're an eternal being. So you're from first source like I am. I have a name and a personality. You have a name and a personality. They give us that to trap us. And they don't tell us the truth about nothing when they could have done it. But that's what the disclosure's for this new group of people coming onto the planet to tell them the truth about how they create their reality with their thinking and get on about loving each other. When you see someone, you're only seeing yourself. When you love someone, you're only loving yourself. It is very important to love yourself. This man right here has the goodness of helping people in mind with his websites and his YouTube channel. So I highly, highly endorse him. Shasta Stone. He has a way of being and speaking. I'm from Mississippi. I can only do one kind of talk, and that's it. This man right here, he can hang with kings and queens and then get right down in the ground with a person like me and say, hey, buddy. And I know he knows that he is an eternal light body being. You see, we all are the same. There's only really one of us. I'm going deep. Somebody say deep. He's going deep. It's because this is not happening by accident. Whether 3-eye atlas is art, intelligently driven or intelligently thought of, it doesn't matter. What matters is it's an angelic awakening all the way back to uh, 2012. We did a organization around Montauk Mountain. We had a gathering. It was October the 20th, before December 2012. Everybody says nothing happened. Nothing happened. They're going to say now nothing's going to happen. Well, we're going to get light shows and it's going to get really interesting as we go on in and we see the disclosure. Disclosure means every dirty deed will be shouted from the rooftop. Everything that has been hidden will be revealed. That the mechanism for keeping us censored and held down is being opened up. The chains are coming off, and the criminals, the actual demons, the part of us that has to be cleansed and cleared. That's why you got to do your own work, because when you clear yourself of all the negativity and all of the thoughts that you are less than, you will help humanity by being a beacon of love and light for everybody to see. They'll say, well, hell, he used to be a drunkard. He used to do this and do that. Look at him now. He he's got Christ's love all over him. Buddha consciousness. I am the Buddha from Mississippi. Don't let nobody tell you I'm a Buddhist. Don't let nobody tell you I'm a Christian. I am the essence of my Father, Mother, God. If it's eternal, that's first source. Always has been and always will be. We are the very same light body being. If you can hear what I'm saying, it can change your life. Because when you see someone, you're only seeing yourself. And as this awakening kicks in and this disclosure comes, we got to get into the communities and talk and tell people, the police, the county, the sheriff, and the police, everybody, and the board, and the mayor, and all of them. They all got to realize that what happened 2020 was just the beginning of what the dark wanted to do. But it's being exposed on a daily basis. Buddy Huggins don't have to expose it. It's already coming out. All you got to do is go to the X platform, look me up while you're on the X channel, Buddy Huggins, at Buddy Huggins, you know, and you can see my channel, my little bitty thing I do with YouTube and all that. Try to spread the love of what we are. See, this is the key. I'm gonna stop here. Okay. Father, Mother, God is first source. We, as individual fragments of a fallen system, have been lied to and held down and held back from knowing that we are eternal light body beings. You can heal your body with your thoughts. You can become younger, stronger by speaking with the resurrected power of the I am that I am. I am becoming that I say I am. I say I'm becoming that of a 21-year-old elite Olympic athlete, and darn if my bones and joints and body, ligaments and tendons are all regrowing. I speak love and peace to my atoms, my cells, and my molecules, all the way down to the mitochondria cells, with the resurrected power of Yeshua ben Joseph, with the healing energy of the Buddha, with the healing nature of all of the religions that need to awaken to the one true identity. If it's not from first source, it's dying and decaying. This whole planetary plane of existence is decaying. It is not real. The thing that is real is love. When you have love of yourself and you can forgive yourself for not knowing all the crap that happened that you thought somebody else was doing, it's your thoughts that can cause you pain and suffering. If you change the way you think, everything changes. Your whole atmosphere. That's what happened 2012. And that's what's happening right now. And as we go through December, January, February, notice baby Jesus was going to be here. And then it's Easter Bunny. And then it's 4th of July. And then we're back around to crazy September 11th, knowing that it didn't go down the way they telling us. This next in, interim of the truth will reveal us what happened, why it happened. And we can get on about healing our cities, healing our counties, and healing our states by meeting with people and talking about the fact that we are eternal. Nobody has been taught how to die. Nobody's been taught how to live. Everybody's been taught that you're a body and that you go to the grave. You don't go to, your body goes to the grave, but the resurrected power of the I am that you are and that I am is eternal. When we recognize that, we become able and capable of healing the whole world. There has always been enough for everyone. It's just been hoarded up by the few. It's manufactured lack. I'm telling you right now that 8 trillion dollars could be paid off in a day by the money that was hoarded up by the unrighteous. It says, I'll open up a window in heaven and pour out you a blessing that your heart can't contain. These are intenders like Elon. Elon is doing really good. I don't know if I can trust him as far as I can throw him. Same thing with the rest of the politicians. I love Senator John Kennedy. Y'all got to watch my videos about Senator John Kennedy. He's a man of my heart. And Josh Hawley. When Josh Hawley comes home to Missouri, he lives less than 15 miles from where my house is. I ride my bicycle out there. And now they're going to fix that bridge. I'll be able to, ride my bike back out there where he lives. All right, enough said. Don't let nobody tell you what the truth is. Seek truth and you'll find it. And it will set you free. It'll set you free of things called death and pain and suffering. It's only your thoughts that ever got you into trouble, and it's your thoughts that'll get you out. I love each and every one of y'all more than you could ever imagine. I'm going to be at the Ozark, Missouri City Hall, the next meeting. I got to go Wednesday and sign up for it and tell them what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about, yeah, I drew a blank. What I'm going to talk about is transparency. It's something that they got to hear. We got 7 people voting for what the whole city needs to vote for, and the same thing in the county. We need onevoicenow.org. Look it up, understand it, and help join with me to create it. Even if you're not even in this area, just onevoicenow.org. A beautiful man named David Frank. It's his brain idea. And but the idea can work in every little town and every little county. Yeah. All right. I love y'all. I gotta go. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching my channel. I really appreciate it.